Welcome to the good taste. Today we are going to prepare breasts in spinach sauce. This sauce is creamy and has an incredible flavor. But first I invite you to subscribe to this channel. Activate the notification bell so that you do not miss any of our recipes. And now yes, we begin. Over here I have 500 gram of boneless chicken breast. Each breast weighed about 250 gram. So I split them in half, and that also shortened the cooking time. We are going to season the chicken with black pepper, a little salt, and when it is cooked in the sauce, we will be able to corroborate the flavor. A good amount of paprika powder. I recommend that you add approximately a teaspoon. And 1/3 teaspoon of oregano that we are going to crumble in our hands. We massage the chicken a little so that the seasonings stick to it. We turn around and do the same thing. Let's add black pepper, a teaspoon of paprika, 1/3 teaspoon of dried oregano, and a little salt. We already have the chicken ready. So we're going to the pan. We heat a pan over high heat, and when it is hot, we add a splash of oil, and here we are going to put the chicken breasts so that they brown for about 1 minute on each side. After the minute, we are going to turn around so that the other side browns for 1 more minute. The chicken doesn't need to be cooked completely because it's going to cook in the sauce. We remove the breasts, we're going to reserve them. We are going to lower the heat on the stove to a minimum. We remove the pan from the heat for a little while because we want the temperature to drop. Once it has come down, we return to the stove and we are going to add a splash of oil and approximately 3 tablespoons of chopped onion. We did this by lowering the temperature because we don't want the onion to burn. We sauté the onion for about a couple of minutes. Next we add between 65 to 75 gram of spinach. This one that I bought is baby spinach and it is ready to be used. But it can also be large spinach. You wash it and add it to the pan. We are going to sauté it for a couple of minutes too until it reduces like this, and now we are going to add 100 gram of tomato. It can be cherry tomato or any variety of small tomato. We sauté the tomatoes with the spinach and onion until it takes on a slightly roasted color. Just like the one you're seeing. Now we're going to add half a cup of water, or it can be half a cup of chicken broth. In a glass, let's put 2 teaspoons of cornstarch. We add a splash of milk and start stirring until there are no lumps. With this cornstarch, we are going to thicken the water or chicken broth that we have just added and then add the other products. Since the cornstarch is well diluted and there are no grains, we are going to add half of the mixture to the pan and stir immediately to prevent it from sticking. And now we are going to be able to add dairy. We are going to add 1.5 cups of cow's milk or the milk of your choice. We continue stirring constantly until the milk has thickened and is boiling. We have to keep stirring because if not, there can make lumps. The sauce is already boiling, so we're going to add cream cheese to it. I'm going to add only 100 gram of cream cheese because I'm making little chicken. Only half a kilo. But if you love this ingredient, you can add the complete package that has 200 gram. Stir again to incorporate the cream cheese completely. At this point, we can see the thickness of the sauce, if necessary. We added half of the cornstarch we had reserved, just in case it needs to thicken a little more. In this case, I'm going to put the rest. Remember, you have to stir the cornstarch very well before you add it. We continue stirring the sauce until it has boiled again and we have the desired thickness. And now, we are going to add 4 to 5 tablespoons of grated mozzarella cheese. We stir the sauce again so that the cheese melts, and you have already seen that this recipe is to stir and stir. But I am sure you will love it because it is exquisite. The sauce is almost ready. We're just going to add salt to taste. Remember that the chicken also has a little salt. So don't worry about that. We are also going to crush the tomatoes so that they incorporate flavor and color. Look my friends, how delicious the sauce looks. We return the chicken to the pan and let it cook in the sauce for 10 to 15 minutes depending on the size, or it can take a little longer. The important thing is that the breasts are completely cooked. While it is cooking, we are going to stir to make sure that the sauce is not sticking. We can do this about 2 or 3 times during the cooking time. We finally have these finger-sucking chicken breasts ready. I hope you liked this recipe because it is really delicious. It is one of those treasures that you have to keep in your kitchen recipe book so that you can prepare this deliciousness for your family. Thank you for being in the good taste today. We'll see you in another recipe. Goodbye.